So yes, is there any other cards that now that we're actually looking at them, keeping in mind that we believe there may be differences, and we can use the computer to bring up the actual card pictures?
Right. No,
Yeah.
nothing else significant.
Okay.
Give you a card for comparing it against
Okay.
the.
I don't suppose you have the. And the other weird cards, they also came in the envelope, in an envelope or not? No, just
No.
appeared.
Just appeared on us,
Okay.
like the Four of Swords was just in Alex's, like pocket or however it is they appear on us.
Okay.
Same with the Tower.
Who knows what it means?
Exactly. All we know is that when we get the deck together, they will change, they will shift, change, become something else. And potentially there's more than one deck. That's the other thing we now know. So if we potentially could build more decks than one.
Well, you guys have got about an hour or a bit more playtime left. Do you want to go try and knock out a mystery that isn't somebody who's expert at escape and evasion tactics?
Probably.
Yes.
Try to get some sand for fucking Yana, whose brain's leaking out from one of her ears. Holy shit.
That would be very good if we could do something to help you out in that regard.
Well, you guys are in a unique position to do one of the things. I'm not going to say which, of course, but for one of them, you're in a unique position because you're both together with the right keys and shit. So good luck. We're all counting on you.
Okay.
Because if it ends up going a little later, I personally have no problem with that. You know, if you're in the midst of doing something, you know, and Pete doesn't have lunch tomorrow.
Nope. We were going to be going to the movies, to Gold Class, which is the high-end ones where you get food in the cinema and stuff, but that's not happening now, so I don't need to worry about going to bed early.
Nice.
Real nice. I'm just imagining Pete in a high-class movie theater. Linda looks over at him. He's like, talking, no, I'm not a domestic abuser.
All right, so much as I'm contemplating hanging on to this card, I'm going to discard the Get Out of Jail 3 card that I've got.
Oh, come on.
Damn, Pete. I was thinking she would get your ass locked up. I really was. I mean, it was fucking close. And to get out of jail would have worked in the dungeon, too. Of course, one of you would still be inside the cell and the other one outside. Go, do you know how to pick a lock? No, that's why I got put in jail, because we can't pick a lock. We just kept getting caught with lockpicks.
I'm going to give Elliot a call.
Oh, yeah. He is delighted to hear from you. And then he begins telling you about some job that he's working on to get you in the next Silver Surfer movie.
Oh. All right.
He says, but you're going to have to bring up your acting boy chick.
So just as an aside, next time...
It'll be a small part, though. Not a major part. I don't even know if he'll be speaking, but we can get you in there.
Next time you get a call from the police...
What?
Next time you get a call from the police asking you about Mildred...
Was that the police they called? They didn't say it was the police. They just asked me about Mildred. Was it the police? Why are the police asking about Mildred? What's going on? What is going on? Why won't you tell me anything? I don't understand. You called me and now you won't tell me anything. Talk to me. That's all I ask. Just let it out there. Just hang it out. Let the chips fall where they may. Tell me everything. Go ahead. I'm listening. Just tell me. Why would the police be calling? And so on.
Yeah, I'll wait for him to calm down.
It shows like the time lapse of your beard growing out. And eventually he winds down and goes, right. Well, I better get going then. It's been a great...
Would you like me to tell you why about the police?
That starts him up again.
Elliot, come, Elliot, quiet.
Oh, what?
Please,
what?
Let me get a word in.
Of course, I would never want to step on you. And your conversation is my conversation. What?
So the police suspect me of domestic abuse of Mildred.
Oh, why would you go there? Oh my God, haven't you been following the papers? Look at all the big
Elliot,
ones.
come on, think about it. Think about it, Elliot. What? Think about it.
Wait a minute. Who were you abusing exactly?
Supposedly Mildred.
Exactly. I think I'm having a heart attack. He does not have a heart attack. So
no, good.
A lot of fucking laughter. Eventually, he's like, "Oh, I needed that." Well, if you see Mildred, you tell her you keep on with your crazy self. He says.
So yes, Mildred. Now, if Mildred acted the way she does in front of the police normally, she would be up for an Academy Award.
Oh my gosh! Well, maybe we can get her into some sort of crime thing.
Maybe.
Is she a good victim or something?
Yeah, she might be a good victim. She did a really good job of leading the police on.
Hey, right. I know what kind of movie Mildred will be in next.
Oh, no.
Maybe as a con artist or something as well, potentially.
Yeah, great.
Raining.
Wow.
Okay.
So yeah, he tells you to watch yourself, stay away from the police, call him if you run into any problems.
Yes.
And then he says, "And stop hitting Mildred." He hangs up. Oh man!
At least he's amused by it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's the funniest shit he's ever heard. He shows him like, "Hey, what are the odds on McKay versus Mildred? McKay to win? 1 to 5. So I give you $5 and I win $1 more if he wins. That's about it. Great."
All right.
So what do we do?
Well, we have the gear. We can go get the stuff to go explore go into the Forbidden Woods.
Yep.
If you want to do that.
Yeah.
Since you were saying you wanted to go that further.
Yep. Yes.
So we've got good clothes here, so we just have to take some of our good clothes with us.
Well, that's kind of a problem.
Why?
Think about it. You've got good clothes in your bag. Cool. It'll be fun for you. So tell me, figure out what you want to take. Tell me how you want to get there and what you want to do, because it'll be funny for Logan. The expression on Pete's face. What am I missing? Motherfucker.
No. I think Logan's confusing what I am intending to do.
Quite possibly.
Actually. The intent is to get in good clothes, go over to Gothic, San Angeles, so we're in good clothes there, so we look hoity-toity. Right. Go to the hill, the Heston, get a room, so we can come and go.
Oh, you actually want to have a room there? Well, that will be a big fucking help, actually. Unfortunately, it's not for the group. It's just you guys, because they know you guys. They don't know random other PCs that show up and go, "I'm here for the guns." What?
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean. It starts something, but it gives us to at least a point, and where we can set stuff up. And
I like it. Yeah. Okay. Cut to you've gone shopping. You've gotten hoity-toity clothing so that you can move around freely in and near places like the Hilton. And you've gone to the Hilton. You guys are getting set up. Is there any other gear you want to get?
Yes, because I know that Mildred wants a magic gun.
Ooh,
just because she's had 3 unsuccessful attempts to break in and get a magic gun doesn't mean she wants one. Just because she was willing to get locked up in the dungeon multiple times doesn't mean she has any interest in the gun.
I wasn't willing. I was trying to set up Phil to take the fall, but he always stalled on
You got
me.
ratted out so many fucking times. It was amazing.
Bizarre, he does it.
So much weird shit.
All right, so there's a couple of places we want to check out. I suppose we can just go to a normal gun shop first, and if they don't have it, then we can go. Anyway, so yeah, so we will. What the intent is to go and get some guns, basically.
Right, getting magic guns
first. Before doing that, because I want to make some inquiry before we actually purchase. I just want to confirm in regards to, what's, about registration, if there's registration requirements, documentation, what's the go?
Well, of course, you need your spirit pentagram and stuff because nobody doesn't have enough magic, nulls and stuff. Give me a research roll as you talk to people. This is to do it in a subtle enough way, not to just walk up to a stranger and go, "Tell me about guns. I need guns. Guns will help us."
Make my research roll.
Come on.
I think I got rid of that. Card as well. If I trade you a supporter reroll, Yana, could you please play it on me?
That's probably a good idea. Otherwise, you're doing the thing I just did with the guns.
Yeah, well, I wasn't intending to go at about that. I was potentially going to go and talk to some people that may assist.
I like mine way better. Where do you keep your dad? What? We have no dad. Where do you keep your dad?
Well, assuming that Yana plays a support reroll on me.
We don't know. She may or may not. Don't pressure.
No, I will keep it.
Yay.
No,
don't know what for, but yes, I make my research roll.
Right, because the only people that can use guns are ones that can activate guns, and the only people that can activate guns, of course, have enough magic to have a spirit pentagram. Well, actually, technically, everybody, as you well know, fellow human, has a spirit pentagram. It's just in a bad location for some people who have low magic. So, usually your paperwork and stuff, if you have too low of magic to be able to pentagram dance, of course, and help out, but then they wouldn't be buying a gun then, would they? Yeah. So, that sort of thing. Unless, of course, somebody's to go black market, in which case, here's a gun. Costs more, of course, is what I've heard, but only criminals would do that.
All right, so that may be a bit of a fly in the ointment, as we do not have pentagrams.
Got to Yana back in the fucking dungeon.
No.
Trying to break into the gun store.
And I don't know how we go about getting them. That's the thing. Supposedly we get it when we graduate from the magic school, but I don't know if there's another way of getting them.
Now, if you want, you guys haven't spent a lot of time in San Angelo, certainly, certainly not the required month to become acclimatized. But if you want to try your streetwise at half or -30, whichever is better for you, to know a guy who could get you some guns or whatever, you can try that out.
No, I had a different. Oh, if you want to do that, I had a different.
I made it.
Yana's like, I know where to get a gun. The best gun in the world.
Well, is that a crit even at half or not?
It's not a crit, but
you've got less than the 60% in streetwise.
I know.
You're a criminal. Why wouldn't you have streetwise? Oh my God, you're a huge criminal. She goes.
I'm learning.
She says, "We should talk to Dragon Dawn. I've heard of him."
Yes.
Rumor has it that he's an actual dragon, but those people who say that too loud are sometimes found burned to death in alleyways and shit. So people don't say that often. But rumor is that he has illegal shit and is willing to do business or business or whatever.
What is his name again?
Dragon Dawn.
Dawn.
And where do we find said gentleman?
Right. He is existing. Hold on a minute. Let me find him real quick on my map. Let's see. Right. On your map, if you find Big Fish Lane, clean and prim.
Yes.
Statue of Big Fish surrounded by anchors, the laughing fish statue.
Yes.
He is just off of that, and then not on your map thing.
Yep.
So now you have his location. He has a building there, and she tells you that word on the street, which apparently she's been on the fucking street here. You actually had to live a night on the street. You didn't find this shit out. He normally keeps a fair amount of dangerous people around. It's not just go talk to him.
Yeah.
And he may be an actual dragon. Nobody knows.
You know, Lockpick gang. I have the connections.
Good.
There you go.
All right, let's go over there and see what we can find out.
Almost across the street is San Angeles Gazette with Neva Cooper, ace reporter, working there probably.
Probably because, so.
Yeah. No problem. You guys go over, and there's a couple of tough guys hanging around outside. By a couple, I mean about 5. And one of them stands up when you guys approach, and the other guys kind of leer indolently at you, like, eh. And the one guy says, oh, I think you're in the wrong place. He looks at your, are you guys dressed fancy clothing?
Yep.
Definitely the wrong place, he says.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this is where we could obtain some information and objects from.
We're the Lockpick gang.
Everybody fucking stops looking at Joshua, who's face palming, and looks at her.
Did you hear about us?
They all shake their heads and they go, 1, 2. All right. No problem. Please come in. You guys are escorted in. The look on Joshua's face is fucking priceless. You guys are led through a bunch of different shadowy corridors and stuff into a room with a bunch of hard-looking individuals hanging out, guy behind a big desk. He is dressed like he heard about 1950s gangsters and wanted to be one, and so got all the accoutrement. He is fucking built. It'd be kind of a shock to you if he was in fact just human. He looks just brutal, huge dude, and he's currently counting money from little bags into big bags or other little bags, stuff like that. He stops and he looks up, and the guy goes, "The Lockpick gang to see you, Don." And he goes, "Huh." He pulls out a cigar, blows on the end, it lights, and he puts it in his mouth, and he says, "The Lockpick gang?"
Yes. I try to do some kind of like gangster like hand like handshake.
So you want to do gang hand signs? Like
yes. Something like that.
Excellent. Give me a let's see. Give me a streetwise roll to get you at least in the right territory, and after that, it's kind of improvisation. Because you
no.
She goes, "Lockpick," and the guy sitting behind the desk, his mouth opens and the cigar's just dangling. Everybody's staring at you guys like, what in the fuck just rolled in? And the Don carefully takes his cigar out of his mouth and sets it in the ashtray. He goes, let's see your coin so I can figure out if I want to do any business with you or have my men beat the fuck out of you. He gestures at the 15, 20 guys lounging around.
I just gestured to Joshua.
Have your man, servant, boy, toy, whatever, do it, fine. Everybody waits to see money.
The Joker. I present to you the Joker. Of the Lockpick.
Yana's on fire.
Things.
On fire. Yana, discard all the cards you don't like and refill your hand. Joshua, please make a note that in this city now, you are known as the Joker, and you are a subordinate in the Lockpick gang. Listening to him sigh is just fucking wonderful, Yana. So do your refill stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, I've got it here somewhere, card. Maybe we could use it for the thing we are trying to get.
Oh my God! You watched the Joker pull off his own head.
Well, too late now.
What does it allow you to get? I can't. There were some restrictions on. There's some restrictions on what you can actually use it for.
Item must be something you can pull out of a trench coat. It must be a single item, not a set of items. The GM may allow or disallow items as he sees fit.
You want that pistol? He waits to see your money. If you make him wait, you think that it's going to go hard with you.
I was just allowing Yana to deal with a refill.
Oh, yeah. I'd hang on to that card just to see how far his money will get you first, Yana.
Yep.
I'm
just looking what I have.
All right, Joker, let's see the coin.
I pull out the bag of money.
He extends his hand. Empathy roll.
Can I also do empathy?
Sure. Also, with his arm, he moves all of his air shit like, I can count my coins later.
I made it.
Joshua?
100.
He is going to fucking take your bag of coins and then point at you and laugh. And then he's going to make you fucking take off your pants, and he's going to have his guys all line up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
What do I think?
Something different. I want to wait and see what happens with Joshua. She's looking at you like, and you're thinking,
No, I'll keep putting it forward because things could go very interesting very quickly.
Yes, they could. Excellent. He takes coin. What you got, Yana, was you're thinking he does. If you have enough coins to put in a bag, he's not going to be really worked up about it. So he pokes around in it and passes them back. He goes, "What is it you want?"
Okay. So
he has some weird bass reverb to his voice that doesn't come out of human lungs.
Are you able to give someone a magic pentagram?
Not yet. You're talking spirit pentagram, aren't you?
Yes.
Not yet. We need some artists in order to be able to do that.
I'm an artist.
Really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she is.
And you're not one of those kind that's too worried about. We might be able to work something out. We need some other things, but
what other things do you need?
First, let's see how the art is. Okay.
Fair enough.
He has one of his boys fetch paper and quill, chalk, pencil, whatever, and they bring it to her, and he goes, "Draw a spear pen." You've never seen a spear pen, I don't think.
No.
Okay, you've never. He looks at you and goes, That is not a spirit pentagram.
Well, it's it's like a surrealist take
No. We need a copy of it.
Okay, now that I know what you really want, I will try again, okay?
They haven't shown you one, Yana. Just so you're clear, you have no idea what he wants.
Yeah, I just...
Seeing it would help.
Can I... Well...
Well, the reason we want to buy a spirit pentagram is because we don't have one, so we haven't seen one.
He looks at you as though you just said, I've lived in this city all my life, and I just discovered I have a house.
You may notice that we have accents.
He has somebody come and like pick up his shirt, and he moves it around to his back, and he just poses dramatically so you can see the spirit pentagram.
Ooh.
Now, give me the big important art roll.
Yes. Fuck.
Drawing a giant penis.
I was thinking that exact thing.
You're thinking what? The same thing?
Yes, yeah. I was thinking
I think I will use my reroll.
Good.
I was going to say, you remember how Joshua was saying things could go very wrong very quick? That's the beginning right there.
Made it.
All right. Yeah. How well did you make it?
I have 70.
So like, almost half. They were almost. The Don is like, interesting. We may have to work on this, but yes, you keep working on it until you can get all the little runes and stuff down. Okay. Once you can do that, then we will talk more about what else we need. But the artist is a hard part. There are many little factors to it, of course, including the proper incantation.
Yeah, I will work on it, and then we will be in touch. And very then your gang and my gang, my people will call your people.
Okay. All right. I guess you'll just send the Joker or somebody.
Yeah, probably the Joker.
Great. He looks at you like, you idiot. Joshua McKay, you feel like you're not getting off on the right foot with like major crime syndicate of this town. That's fine. Really good in bringing you to one of the biggest criminals here, and then introduced you as part of the Lockpick gang and the Joker.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting for him to start looking for information on the Lockpick gang and finding out it's a group of kids at the Shadow Academy.
Yeah,
that's 11-year-olds at the Shadow Academy.
That's when things go even more wrong, right there.
Yeah, so, and that's where he says, "What the fuck?"
So you were bringing the bag of coins to me for what purpose?
We were after the pentagrams.
Nothing else? The pentagrams are notoriously difficult to copy. We are close, but not quite there.
Did you want a gun still or not?
I have guns.
Sorry, I was dressing.
Guns. Oh, yes.
What did you say?
Did you still want a gun?
Yes.
Okay.
I want a gun.
Right. Here's a list of exactly what Dragon Dawn has. He has either a light gun. He has 3 of those. Basically, it... He doesn't explain it. He figures you guys know. He has 5 take them alive water guns. He has 6 take them alive air guns, heavy and optimized. He has something called the Amazing Gun, which he tells you is a take it alive model, adjustable, earth, air, fire, and water. It doesn't have a lot of shots, but it is silenced. Oh, yeah. It doesn't get many shots, but those that it has, very powerful.
Yes, that sounds nice.
And that's about it for guns, he says.
Okay.
So you don't have anything like something equivalent to a shotgun?
Everybody looks at you like you just said, only cocaine, but I wanted crack cocaine. It's a whole different thing. He goes, shit.
Don't mind Joker. He's just making fun of you.
No,
everybody stops smiling and they all look really serious. You can, Pete, you feel your testicles beginning to retreat into your body.
Where is the escape card?
That went a long time ago.
I'm joking.
Excuse me, Joker. Were you making fun of me?
No. I am skilled in the use of a shotgun. Hence, I'm interested if you had something that's equivalent to a shotgun.
Nobody uses a shotgun. These are all pistols. You can get one in a longer barrel and such to make it easier to aim, but the range doesn't really change much. So, hence, no reason. Since it's magic, there's no need for the rifling and barrel length. But it is good magic.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
So, what are you after? Which one did you want?
The last one was the one that is more strong but has less shots.
The amazing gun. It's my personal favorite. I had that one commissioned for a certain.
I think Lockpick gang will take that.
Very well. Let's see.
Let's wait until we hear the price first before we determine that.
Lockpick gang, don't wait for prices.
Let's see. He says, for you, a mere 700 silver. Or 10 gold.
You sure?
Okay.
He raises his eyebrows. He's like, give me empathy rolls.
Yes, we're not haggling.
No.
You're thinking that perhaps if they keep going up, they'll go into his hairline and disappear, just like Joshua's testicles.
Yes, I make an empathy roll.
You think that he appreciates the fact that you're not haggling because he probably would have had you killed for it. So, mark off 700 coins. You have no idea. Yep, you have no idea what the gun actually does yet, how to use it, etc. But you have it. He even throws in a leather holster.
All right.
Anything else? Shotgun.
Yeah, I'll take two. Sorry, there was those ones. So 2 of the light guns. Oh, sorry. Was there? I'm just trying to remember. Besides the light guns, there was the guns that for the non-lethal guns, we'll call them.
Yes.
And was there a different gun that was a bit better than the light guns, but was lethal? Besides the amazing gun.
The lethal, no, I don't have a lot of lethal stuff aside from the light guns. But if you want something that does more damage, the Take 'em Alive air gun is heavy and optimized. I have several of those, and they're not expensive.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe take I'll take one of those and one of the light. We're not sure exactly what we're going to be up against, so I'm not sure if it'll work against them.
Okay. Let's see. The light gun's a basic gun, and the Take 'em Alive air gun's got 2 things. So let's see. Total price for all that. By the way, the gun Yana got is very nice looking. The ones he gives you are ugly and utilitarian. Kind of almost like a bad 3D printing gun looking zap gun thing. Let's see. So it has 2. So 100, 200. He'll let you have it for both of those guns for 350.
All right.
Yeah, no idea what any of this shit does yet, but it'll be fun to go find out, you think, happily.
And the let me think. Do you also deal in information, or if not, can you recommend someone that deals in information?
Oh no, I deal in information. I also have jobs available and things. What sort of information were you looking for?
So the Chris,
Yes.
how how easy is it to what's the word I'm looking for? Empower, put energy into it. If you have the Chris that are non and do not have any energy in them.
He looks totally baffled, like he was expecting a real question, and you were like, "What makes electricity?" And he's like, "Well," he says, "it requires a team of wizards and such. They're not easy to empower. And, some people do try to sell a low-powered Chris, a Chris that loses its charge quickly, or something like that. But the stuff made by the big companies is fine.
Okay.
Teams of people." Do you need identifications?
Yes.
200 each.
Okay.
These are just paper IDs, basically claim that you're human, resident of the city, etc. You guys pay it. Yeah, he says, you want Shotgun Joker on yours or something different?
Something different.
But
no.
You should do what your boss says. He smiles at you. Shotgun Joker, boss? He looks at the guy and goes, "Give me a fast talk roll, Pete. Otherwise, you will get
Shotgun Joker's fine.
Yay!
Please make a note of it." And he looks at who he thinks is your boss and says, "And what name would you like on your ID?"
I'll smile at her.
Fuck.
All right. Utility tells his boy. Right. Your new name is Fuck.
Oh, it's not much of a step down.
There you go. What's your name? Fuck. All right. But this is post cyberpunk, so anything.
That's why I
is
decided
possible, Shotgun
That's
Joker.
why I went with Shotgun Joker in the end.
That's awesome. Welcome to the ongoing adventures of Shotgun Joker and Fuck.
Of the Lockpick gang. That would be a great TV show.
Oh man, I think that might be the name for this episode is the Lockpick Gang.
Yeah.
Wow. So much win. All right. So you guys have your fake IDs and stuff. He says, or did Pete disappear? Shit, he did.
No.
Oh wait, there he is. Sorry,
I was
the angle.
leaning
Yeah, I thought you were dead. Okay. No. He says, or you could have the IDs for free.
If
some people are bothering me, they're trying to set up a printing business to make their own fake IDs, and I run the fake IDs. I would like them killed.
Oh, that's easy.
In fact, I'll even give you your fake IDs in advance. You can keep your money, because if you don't do it, I'll kill you.
Okay.
They're over, and he gives you very specific directions to a place called Warehouse 42.
Ooh.
You give me memory rolls.
Uh-oh.
I have a half.
Yes.
You guys recognize this fucking warehouse directions he gives you. It is the warehouse that in the crapsack cyberpunk world had the gate that went into it.
Right.
Everything is fucking recursive as shit in this campaign.
Yes.
It says,
really?
Here's what needs to be done. I want all of them dead. There are 8 of them. Bring back their printing plates they have for the IDs. There are 6 of them. and a left thumb from each of them.
Joker, it's your job to remember this.
It is all of our jobs to make sure it happens.
Yeah.
Mine is the punishment end or the reward end, your choice.
You will be happy with the work of the Lockpick gang.
Very well. We shall see. If you are as good as you think you are, then it will be quite sufficient.
Yes.
There is not a big hurry on this. Tonight is fine.
Fucking. Okay.
By the way, for the game thing, if you guys are like, but it's getting late, yeah, you don't have to actually do it tonight, but that will be your start point next time I get one or more of you in. So good times. If it's Yana soloing, not as good at times.
Yeah, that would be difficult.
Actually, Joshua's not a really big combat monkey either, so I hope those guns you bought work.
I hope so too.
I'm not very good at pistol, which is why I was after a shotgun.
Oh, that's not good.
You are fucked.
Yes.
Good luck. The last ride of the Lockpick gang.
Yeah. The
just need-
rise and demise of the Lockpick gang.
I just need to get in close.
I don't know if I want to get in that close to a bunch of psychopaths.
Okay. Another question for you, Don, if you don't mind.
Of course, we're all friends now.
Have you heard of Doras?
He rolls his no shit about shit. I've heard rumors, but not much of substance. How about they roll on him?
I think he's from a different world.
Maybe not.
No.
He's hungry.
Yeah, by over half.
You're thinking that he may actually know something, but you haven't given him any until you start scratching his back. You're thinking you may not get answers to your random questions like, why does electricity work? Why is this way down?
Yep.
This way is up. Why? Discuss.
The reason I ask is that warehouse is of a particular. I have heard it contains a gate in other places.
Really? This is interesting. After you clear it out, I will send people to investigate. I don't know what you mean by in different places. Is the warehouse in multiple places?
I don't know.
He squints his eyes at you. There's almost a reddish glow in the back of his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see how you do. Night is falling soon. Good luck with your new guns. Would you like to... You, come over here. Take them to the shooting range. Let them get comfortable with their guns. Yes, Don. This way, please.
The Lockpick gang bids you farewell.
Yes. Yes, we'll see if you can complete your mission. If you only bring back part of the things I've asked for, you'll be very disappointed.
Yeah, the Joker's I forgot the word.
Shotgun? Is it shotgun?
No.
Good. Off you go.
You go.
All right. All right, you guys get taken to a shooting range so that you can try to figure out how your new fucking guns work so that you can go kill a bunch of people who may themselves have guns and be trying to kill you. What a great day, you think. So here's a bit on guns that you'll need to know. The guns are powered by Chris. You cannot change the Chris. It's a factory thing, or having somebody with specialized skills to open up the thing, and it's pretty much like you unscrew this panel and then you have to do complicated shit. So it's a very specialized skill to get it reloaded. The Chris is actually the expensive part of the gun compared to the gun, except if you have a heavily modified gun. The more modifications on a gun, the more it costs. One of the guns you bought was it a standard light gun?
Yes.
Okay, that is the easiest. Let's start with that before I get into weird shit that can go on here. Okay, the basic gun does D8 damage in one flavor. How the gun works is first you have to activate it. That takes one round of going and a magic point. You guys are both going to be down at least one magic point from turning on any guns you want to turn on, one magic point each. And then it goes pretty goddamn loud until it goes off. It goes off after either after you stop using it for it stays for a minute unless you keep firing it, and they'll stay on until you've used up all the charges. For the guns that have just basic and are using basic charges, I'm double checking here. Where are my, oh, there it is, Magic Tech, guns. Loud humming and zap sound keeps you from being able to fucking sneak. And the beams come out. It's like Star Wars laser beams in different colors. Okay. And I believe on the basic guns you get something like 50 fucking shots. So it lasts for a good long time. However, on the more heavily modified guns that use more stuff, you get less shots. So that's the light gun. It's a D8 damage, and its element is light. Okay. Let's see. You also got didn't you get the Take 'em Alive air gun?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Heavy and optimized. Okay, so those do D10 damage per shot. Element air. And heavy and optimized. Sorry, I didn't think you'd actually get to the guns and stuff because, after Lockpick gang thing. Let's see, optimized, half magic points, and heavy is double magic points. Oh, that one that is heavy and optimized, heavy means it bumped it up a damage, so that's why it's D10 damage. But it costs double charges, but it's optimized, so that's half, so it's back to normal charges. So in other words, you get 50 shots. So that is a solid piece of equipment. They have many modifications that you can find out about later. And
so that one, does it do stun damage only?
Guns for sale.
Because it's a Take 'em Alive gun and element air.
Yep, it's only stun.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the amazing gun.
Stun.
The amazing gun, pretty much, it's it only does 5 shots, and then you need to buy a new Chris. Okay. But you do D12 damage, all stun per shot. Mm-hmm. It's adjustable, air, earth, fire, water. Mm-hmm. And it's completely silent after you activate it while it's going. As far as the noise it makes, it goes zap, zap. That's the loudness of it. So somebody might hear from the next room.
Mm-hmm. So that when you activate it, it doesn't make any noise.
Yeah. And that is an illegal modification, apparently, because unless you're with the government, of course, government can do what it wants. But yeah, the only 5 shots is a real downer. But yeah. Now, note on the guns. Basically, once you get a gun made with all the modifications, you can't add new shit to it. It's done. But you can get crazy amounts of modifications on the guns. The guy who brought you here is happy to talk about the guns because he thinks they are neat. The most modifications you can get on a gun is 15. At that point, you're in the thousands of silver, like 3,000-4,000 silver, he says. weapon will hold more than 15 modifications. I'm not going to bore you with the modifications, but the range for all your guns is because they haven't had range added to them, so it's all 10 meters. They do have you can get double range, quad range, etc. But actually, you can get octa range as well. So you can get guns that go up to 80 meters. These go 10 meters.
And after 10 meters, is that it?
Yep, no damage.
No damage?
Yep, the laser beam goes away. He tells you that they do have a fast reload illegal mod that can be gotten, so you can reload it yourself. By fast, it means reloading in a couple minutes, as opposed to give me half an hour and I'll get new Chris in there for you. So, yeah. You can't double tap with these guns unless you get a mod for a rapid fire.
Okay.
So, yeah. For the very basic guns, being able to do a D8 forever at 10 meters, cool. That's 50 shots. Nobody is going to use 50 shots. You don't need to carry extra ammo. The gun is really lightweight. It's basically like a reinforced plastic material. And so rather than getting stuff to reload, people buy extra guns and then just go in a cycle of reloading and stuff. They have a lot of discrete reloaders. They can even do it here for not much more than the price of Chris because they like the repeat customers. The Chris is the expensive part, though. I think for the double checking price, the Chris, size of your finger used to power a gun, 20 silver. So if you're using something like the Amazing Gun, then that's essentially 4 silver pieces per shot. Hooray. Any questions on guns?
Nope.
Now, also, some people, according to the guy who's watching you guys probably badly shoot at targets or whatever, mark off a couple, not from the Amazing Gun, but from like one of the air guns, mark off some charges so you can get familiar with it. They're easy to shoot, but they will use pistol skill. But then you are going to take the same value from your pistol skill you have and make a new right-in skill, Chris gun. And it starts at whatever your pistol skill is, because there's no fucking recoil and shit like that. So they're pretty wondrously easy to use, which is super unfortunate because that means all the other fucking nut jobs out there get them. Especially if they've just bought the basic gun. They're like, yeah, let's go out, D8, D8, D8. Eventually they'll hit. I know Joshua's just looking close, getting close with his fucking knife and go with that. But,
yep.
And that is quieter. Anyway, the guy was going to say, some people do use bow and arrows, which are quieter, but they shoot every other round, and that's generally a D8 damage as well. And you can't get mods, but it is quieter, so assassins might use those, or spring steel crossbow from old cars, or they even have some old world crossbows, blah, blah, blah. So in this world, a gunfight between a bunch of guys, just have a whole bunch of people go into a building and start screaming zap at each other for a while, and that's it.
So it gets a bit noisy.
Well, yeah, but compared to a regular gunfight with ballistic weapons, that's nothing. You might not hear that a couple houses away, or even next house over, you might not hear it, depending on what, how thick the building materials are and shit. Bunch of people screaming zap at each other. And that's guns, Magitech guns. Because now also every time you fire, there's a little puff of that weird smoke stuff that has no real smell or anything. That's the Magitech thing. Anything that's Magitech gives off that. It's not a huge amount, but if you had enough people firing in one place, you could make your own fog bank, I guess. You get like a couple hundred people shooting each other, eventually it'll get foggy. But yeah, if you get enough of the right mods and stuff, you can get a fairly powerful pistol out of it.
Okay.
So, are you going to go back to the school and try to solve what's there, or would you like to get sidetracked with this little thing he's got for you to go?
So, what do you want to do first, Mildred?
I'm more curious about the school.
All right, let's do that then.
Yeah.
No problem.
Hopefully,
sorry, go.
Hopefully, the time they won't kill us because hopefully there will be time to do both. Not because they said they wanted this to be done this evening. So hopefully they won't mind if we go to the school first.
Well, that's the issue we have, is that we can only go to the school at night.
Oh, right. Well,
I was gonna say, you could say, hey, can we do that later? But here's the money for the thing. You know, if you want to pay him the money, because he was going to let you skate your 400 silver in exchange for wiping out a bunch of people. But if you said we got something else to do, here's a bunch of cash, and here's some extra cash for us having to beg out.
Mm.
You might go with that. That'd be under the bargain thing. Sherlock Holmes is a master bargainer.
Mm.
Yeah, no.
No.
But I'm not Sherlock Holmes.
Give him the bag of
joke. That shotgun Joker is no good at bargaining at all.
Aw.
So what do you, or you can go to, or you can not say that, Dragon Dawn, and you could go to the school, go through it, and hope that you either complete it and get back in time to do stuff, which would be next session. Whoever's here will be trying. They'll be trying to get it done before dawn. It's like dawn is at 5:45 a.m. It's 3:30 a.m. now. We gotta go across town and murder a bunch of fuckers. Let's go. That kind of thing. Or you can hope that you go to the school and get killed, so then Dragon Dawn doesn't ever find your corpses.
Well, what do you want to do, Joshua?
Well, I suspect it's going to be all on you for the next few weeks.
Going on vacation.
I am going to be in Bali. So
No.
I'm on holidays. And at the moment, you're on the 2 next Saturdays by yourself.
Yeah, that's great.
Awkward.
But depending on Chris, if he's got work or not, he'll probably turn up. But
oh yeah, he would love to get fucking dumped into the Lockpick gang.
Oh yeah, he would be so happy with that. So I suppose the question is, which do you want my assistance with?
Yeah.
That's a hard question, because she was fucking going for it on her own until her fucking buddy bit on her and then turned her in.
Yeah.
Now, if only I hadn't spent all that time at the police station.
Come on, you enjoyed that. That was fun for you.